Hi everyone. So today's series we work something for our pelvic region. So why pelvic region? Pelvic region is responsible for circulating your energies to the kneecaps and supporting limbs of your legs, and it is responsible for maintaining the good health for your menstrual cycle. Also it takes care of your entire glands functionality. So I comprised everything together to make the complete pelvic joints to become better. So let us start today. Okay. So very first basic posture is Titliasana or Baddha Konasana. Oh, here we get to know how is our pelvic area. We try to move down. So always when you try to do it in the first, try to observe how is your pelvic joints. Whether it is really moving very well or it is too stiff or one side it is stiff. If you are at this position, still it's fine. Try to do your best capability and see the best of pulling heels closer to the groins. Now, the very first posture to open the pelvic joints is Parivrtta Janushirasana. You stretch your right leg out and left leg is being pulled closer to the groins, and make sure that you stretch the pelvic area very well. Take the right hand to reach the right toe, left hand above the head. Now you are a person who can't do this much, try to hold till the ankles, or if you can push well, get the elbow on the ground, take the hand up, twist and stretch here. You may spend 30 seconds to a minute as per your capability. So work a lot on breathing. And post you completed this, you have to get back and keep both the legs straight. You have to go practice Matsyasana, which is helpful for your thyroid gland and rib cage area. So you have to rest on the back and keep your legs together. Roll the head inwards and try to keep the top of the head on the ground. And make sure the toes point out. Breathe deep here. So you can spend for 30 seconds time here. Then you may return back and come up to sitting position. Keep your legs spread wide apart. So this wide spread is upon how much ever you feel comfortable, and post you reach the limit. Take both the hands up. From both the hands reach the right leg and push the forehead towards the kneecap. Now no, if you can't do this much, at least hold till here. Even this can bring you the good opening to the pelvic area. And slowly you come back. Get your feet joined together. Automatically you can feel the right pelvic has been opened up a lot. So the menses health is quite effectively helpful for women to maintain overall hormonal imbalance, and even men can practice this as it is very helpful for the prostate gland and all supporting glands such as liver and pancreas. Let's try to practice the same on the other side. You have to spread the left leg out and take the left hand help to catch hold of left toe and see the best of taking the right hand up. If possible, get the elbow on the ground and try to hold, twist and turn here. But if you are a beginner, I'm okay if you are going to stay till here. So work a lot on the breathing. And now let's try to get back and again repeat Purna Matsyasana. Last time we did Matsyasana. If you are comfortable to do Purna Matsyasana, you can push a little bit more. So you try to rest on the back, take the top of the head, both the legs up in the air and stretch your hands here. So you can spend 30 seconds to a minute here and then return back. Purna Matsyasana also stimulates the Sahasrara chakra. So if you have any issues with TSH level, thyroid stimulation hormonal level, the Purna Matsyasana will take care of it. Let's spread the legs apart and we shall breathe in, extend the hands here, reach out the left toe and then push your forehead how much ever best you can. Then you may return back, get the feet together and practice the movement of pelvic area. There will be a ease of movement here in the pelvic area on your true practice. Now let's keep both the legs straight. Bend the right leg and get it closer to the stomach and this right leg steps out of left leg, and take the right hand back. The left elbow will crush the thighs completely. You may also try by keeping the hand here, squeezing the stomach and look back, or you can just try to use the elbow's help if your flexibility is good to crush and twist and look back. This helps your stomach's functionality to become better, digestive system will improve, and more circulation moves to the left leg as we are squeezing the contents of the stomach to the leg. Now post this, you try to go for a backward stretch. So we bend both the legs and keep your hands next to the waist, and inhale, pull the waist high and take the right leg up, toes pointing towards you, heel pointing sky. Correct by pushing the hip more higher, and stay here, work on your breathing, and then return back. As you return back, let's again open up the complete legs apart. Now you may hold left hand to the right kneecap and show the right hand out, or hold the toe completely and stretch out, look back, see your flexibility and try to push yourself at your best. Keep breathing, and every posture try to spend at least 30 seconds time over there. So join the feet together and let's try to see how good is the pelvic joints now. It's more better than before, just try to give a check. Now let us try to keep both the legs straight and folded left leg, and let's try to push the left leg out of right leg and take the help of right elbow to crush the thighs here and twist back. This posture is called Meru Vakrasana. You can also define this by holding like this, squeezing the stomach. So as I said, it effectively works on your stomach glands, also pushes the blood circulation to the leg. So let's try to breathe here. On your return from the posture, come back, try to bend both the legs and sleep on the back. Inhale, take your waist high. Then get your left leg up, toes pointing towards you, heels pointing sky. Keep your breathing active here. And now step your leg down and get your waist down. Come back to sitting position. Open the legs wide apart and make the inner pelvic joint to completely be opened up. Right hand either hold the kneecap or the toe. Choose whatever the best, and left hand up. Look back and stay there. Try to work on the breathing. Then you return back and see the changes in your pelvic area. What is the resulting change? It can make you feel surprised because pelvic starts to feel more lighter and more easy to move. The next one comes Meru Vakrasana. So you keep both the legs straight. Try to bend the right leg. Step out. So this is what we did earlier. Post this Ardha Matsyendriyasana, that is fold the left leg. So when you cross the legs like this, either you can take the help of left hand to pull the thigh closer towards you, right hand at the back, or take the help of left elbow. Here circulation will not pass more to the legs. As we have crossed it, the circulation moves more up towards the head. That's where the difference between Meru Vakrasana as well as Ardha Matsyendriyasana. Take lots of energy and look back and stay there. And try to maintain deep breathing here. Now return back from here. Now let us stand up on the kneecaps. Now we do a backward bending to crush the content more to the pelvic area. This time the backward bending is called Ustrasana. So we try to rest the palm on the feet, push your waist and drop the neck back. This can also be done by keeping the palms like this, pushing the waist bend back As per your backbone flexibility, please try to practice this. Work on your breathing. Now come back. So here, let's come to sitting position. Keep both the legs straight. Your left hand hold the right leg. Right hand hold the left leg. You have to twist and turn to the right side direction. You can also practice this way, Paschimottanasana. Suppose if you can't twist really well, try to push yourself down to Paschimottanasana, and even this creates an impact for the pelvic area. In fact, Paschimottanasana is very effective for improving your digestive system. So this time when we check, the pelvic joints are really free, and try to feel that. Always try to think of what you have got changed. Now let us practice Ardha Matsyendraya on the opposite side. Now folded left leg jumps out of right leg and cross the right leg here. The right elbow will be held at here. You try to squeeze it and try to look back. Keep breathing deep, always trying to squeeze the stomach. Suppose you have completed this, you may come up on the knees and keep both the palms on the heels. Push your waist and try to look back. So you may give the 30 seconds time here for a back arch. And then slowly return back. On your return, it is your choice. Either you want to go for Paschimottana, you can go for it, or else you can just try to cross your hands over, twist and look up and stay here. And come back. So this will be a very good guide for women who are suffering really lots of cramps with the menses. You have a lots of abdominal pain, you have an inactivity of the legs, or somebody wants to think of maintaining the health of menses region to be very well. Or you can also add this sequence if you have any issues with the menopause. These all will be helpful for you. So today's series I shall stop here. I thank everyone for at least trying to join here and try to practice it. Thank you.